we got this P90 magazine and it's bad as fuck, as usual, cause it's not a TM magazine. This one's like, I think it's some China thing, Big Dragon, maybe. So it should have like 170 rounds per mag, which is, well, ambitious. There are these terrible screws in the cheap plastic, which you should reassemble very carefully. So the problem with these P90 magazines is they don't feed properly. Like, they don't feed in fast full auto, they don't feed too good on semi, and the problem here is the bent storage tube for the BBs, which is makes it kind of hard to maintain proper feeding. So this thing here, I can show you very fast, looks like a screw. And if you try out several screwdrivers, you may realize none of them fit. So what it really is, it's some kind of spring-loaded pin. You just push it down and then it works. This one will not work, even if it looks like. This one also, no chance. So what we have to do is push it. After that, and after we removed the plate from the front, we can slide out the magazine. So this thing has a ton of screws and a fast release for the spring in case of jams. But if maybe you can see this, the spring is kind of crumpled, so we need to fix that a little bit. The problem on these is the build quality. In TM magazine, perfect quality. They are built properly without any remainings from the cast, and so they feed properly. But these here, you can see, have several little remainings from the cheap cast. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna loop this one time and unloop it again. So on a few tiny little parts there may remain a little bit of loop or oil. I'm gonna use some standard silicone oil, and then we remove these. Let me show you, come on, these little remainings here. So we have a smooth way for the BBs to come out with a little bit of pressure. Well, we have to open this thing. I'm gonna crop this a little bit. And yeah, on the inside, this thing looks like most P90 magazines. The usual midcaps, of course, do not have such complicated way for the BBs. And yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit of dirt in here. There are some edges. And what we're gonna do is clean it and remove all edges we can find and polishes it a little bit. And if you go for good BBs after that, you can support the rate of fire up to 2000 BBs per minute. which is a lot. Okay, so I use a sharp knife to remove all these molding remains, and I do this on every part which has to move in the magazine, and I do this in the magazine if I see something else. On this particular case, the inner way of the magazine is quite okay, so there's not much to do. I've seen some others where you had to really remove some sharp edges in the path of the BBs. Okay. After that, I soak this in silicone oil just for a few minutes, and after that I really clean it up. So I just go with tissues or toilet paper or whatever to soak all the leftover silicone oil and repeat it several times to make sure there will be no oil on the BBs if I fire this thing. Because the worst thing that could happen is silicone oil on your BBs fucking with your hop-up. Okay, that's it. This magazine, after this modification, just, yeah, supported a very, very fast CQB gun. Thank you for watching.